Hello everyone, my name is AmethySlime, also known as Amethy or just Slime, and I'm the creator of the StarCraft 2 arcade mode Cute Defense. 3.5 months ago, I released version 1.0 of Cute Defense to the public, just on a little whim. And since then, we've had over 17,000 unique players, and an equal amount of lobbies to match. This has been an insane journey for me, and I'm so thankful to each and every one of you for making this possible. In these 3.5 months, the game has changed to an almost unrecognizable degree. We went from 6 to an 8-player lobby, the Cutimentals were introduced to give the game an objective, new game modes have been added other than standard, like Quick and Challenge and Versus, 20 plus buildables have been added, new Cuteling types have been added, hundreds of bugs have been fixed, and so many other things that I just couldn't possibly list off here. Unfortunately, halfway through the month of May, my body decided to give up on me, and I picked up various illnesses which had kept me bedridden for nearly a month, and progress has definitely stagnated on the game. However, I've been working to get myself into a position where I can return to getting constant updates out again. I apologize for the inactivity that this has caused, and I'll try to do better in the future. This brings us to today though, where I would like to introduce you to my developer updates. I wanted to start making videos like this so I can discuss my major changes, talk about future plans and announcements, and just bring all the information that I have to share with you in an easily digestible manner. I want to start off by mentioning that I will be releasing some information on the tournament soon. I know a lot of you have been wondering where it has been, and I do apologize for the huge delays, but I have to do some final checks before I say anything officially, so keep your eye out and hopefully I'll have the information out within this week. Moving on from that, some of you from the Discord may have noticed that I put a date on the patch notes of the newest version 6.3 to be today, Tuesday, the 21st of June. I've decided to pick up a weekly schedule where I pack all the updates for a week and release it on a Tuesday, so that everyone knows when to expect updates. Of course, there may be exceptions to the rule, like game-breaking bugs that need immediate fixes, or huge changes that are just not ready to be released for that Tuesday. Speaking of Tuesday updates, today's update is a rather small updating containing rather large changes. The first of which is trees that are in Quick, Standard, and Challenge mode. I've noticed some confusion among the community when it comes to trees, and I want to clarify why they are there. Playing into the RNG nature of the game, trees were always meant to be a pseudo base randomizer. Causing some bases to be filled with trees would force you to build in other locations. You may have noticed that one grunt would be somehow capable of deforesting the entire planet's worth of trees, which is why trees seems kind of pointless. Trees now start with 50 times their previous health to prevent this from happening and to return the original purpose of trees. To help counteract this though, all Cutelings are capable of destroying trees in one hit, which helps alleviate how slow the early game can be. I know there's going to be some growing pains here, and I will be watching this change very closely to make sure it's not overtuned. The other major update is how the 4 Cutimentals give rewards. Normally Cutimentals will always reward 500 gold, 1 wood, and 25 economy. In this update, I've reduced the wood to only be a % chance, just like every other boss, and only award 5 economy. However, this is because of a new system I have added called bounties. A Cutimental that has a bounty will now award 1,000 gold, 1 wood on top of the % chance to possibly get 2, and 25 additional economy for a total of 30. This means you'll be getting substantially more rewards for killing a bounty than in pre-update Cutimentals. Each day in real life, a new Cutimental will be selected as the initial bounty. After killing it, a random remaining Cutimental will be selected to be another bounty. This means, for example, on Monday, if you see a Fire Cutimental as the initial bounty, it will remain the initial bounty for all matches for that day. If you kill a Cutimental that is not a bounty, then all bounties will be dropped for the remainder of the match, meaning you will no longer gain bonus rewards. I have made this change to help encourage players to try new boss orders instead of falling into the same old routine of always killing the same bosses in a very specific order. Again, I am aware of this being a controversial change, and some growing pains will be there, but I'll be keeping a close eye on this to make sure that it is the best version it can be. That's pretty much it for the 6.3 updates outside of minor changes and bug fixes. This brings us to what the future holds. At the moment, as you might be able to tell, I'm focusing on building a schedule for myself and the game. This means I'll be more reliable with information and updates so that everyone can have more fun with Cute Defense. But changes like this are complicated to start, so I have no immediate major plans for Cute Defense outside of wanting to rework the enrage mechanic to be a little less annoying than it is. Though, don't take this as a sign of abandonment of the game. I'm planning a weekly schedule for myself to fit in numerous things, a majority of which will be working on Cute Defense and the Untitled Standalone version of the game, as well as taking some time to post small updates on social media such as Twitter and Instagram. There will be some struggle on my side here as I adjust to a new routine, But hopefully, this will lead to a lot more engagement with you all and more consistency in everything I do. So please bear with me as we expand. This is also me officially announcing that I'll be putting more time into working on the standalone version of the game. I'm excited to be able to show you what I'm working on. However, most of the work that I've done has been foundational, so there's nothing really to see. Unless you want to see a bunch of white boxes on a white ground attacking other white boxes with smaller white boxes. At this point, I'll be putting more emphasis on the standalone than the StarCraft arcade mode. I want to get this out to you in a playable state as soon as possible so we can start testing and expanding the game. But not to worry, I'll still be allotting time every day to work on Cute Defense updates. I want to thank all my donors. Without you all, I could not have spent as much time as I have making all of this. I still feel uncomfortable asking, but if you enjoyed Cute Defense or are excited at the idea of a standalone, please consider joining my Patreon. It's the sole reason why I can work on this at all. Not only do I give bonus cosmetics in Cute Defense, you'll also be the first to try out the standalone when it's ready. I'll be working on those games most weekdays, leaving the weekend to be free time to myself as I tend to work more than 8 hours a day as it is. However, I would like to start regularly streaming on Twitch every Friday evening, just some random games so that I can hang out with you guys in a fun environment. I'll also occasionally stream Saturdays and Sundays, but I want to at least guarantee Fridays. So if you want to chat with me and watch some games, then check out my Twitch, where I'll be leaving a link in the description below, along with my social media accounts so you can see more minor updates to the games. That's everything I want to announce today in this update. I hope you're excited for the future as I am. I also want to thank you all one more time. This has been a mind-boggling and an incredible experience to see so many people enjoy something that I have made. It means so much to me, and honestly, I still can't believe it. Ever since I was a little slime, all I wanted to do was to make a video game. It was my dream. I never thought I was ever going to be so close to following my dream, and I'll never be able to put it into words how much this means to me. Thank you all, and until next time, keep your defenses bolstered.